careful about making too many plans. The more plans you make, the more plans you break. The more commitments you make, the more commitments you break. Most people overcommit, most people overplan, end up having to break plans, change plans, and one of the ramifications of that seems like a minor thing is people depend on you less, and major issue is you depend on yourself less, because when you say, I see the future, I'm going to do this thing, you start to not necessarily believe it. And instead of attacking things at the level of sticking to plans even when the climate changes and the weather changes and the mood changes and feeling like you have to follow through, it's much easier to just say, maybe. And then you can be a lot more flexible, and people will know they can plan around you when you say, yes, I can do this, because it's not, you can plan around yourself when you say, yes, I can do this, because you don't do it all the time. Welcome in, fam. Much love, Trav here. This is something that I've talked about a lot in videos, but something that I have a lot more perspective on now myself, and it's something that a lot of young people don't get as well, because, and it's minor things, like I'll be there, you say you'll be there and you flake and you don't show. It sucks when people do that to you. It's annoying. You're not going to plan around them as much. It sucks when you do that to other people, yada, yada, yada. Let's zoom out. For me, this whole year was supposed to be planned out. I was going to be in Santa Clara, start of January. End of January, I was going to jet off to London, to Bilbao, Spain, to France, and back to Hawaii in February. And I was going to be in Hawaii, February, March, April, May. End of May, I was going to go travel off to Richmond and then continue playing. Well, all those plans fell through. All those plane tickets did not get used because plans had to change because of what ended up happening with me in the Pro Tour. And having too many plans too far in advance, because I didn't have to buy all those plane tickets in advance, it caused me to waste money, caused me to feel bad, breaking commitments. And then there's minor things, like just this week saying, I'm going to do this thing on Friday. And then it's like, hey, everybody on the farm, we're going to go take out this native Hawaiian boat up the coast today. Who wants to come? Like an hour ago. That's way better. I'm going to cancel the other plans. Reminder that I overcommitted, that I'm making too many plans and I need to step back to more maybes. It's okay to be maybe. People can't plan around your maybe as much, but people can't plan around your yeses when they become no's, right? So it's a minor thing, but it's something to think about. And instead of having plans, this is where I'm going to be this time of year, all this stuff, it's much better to have a loose guideline, but to be more flexible and to say that, okay, my goal is to be adaptable, my goal is to be flexible, my goal is to be, play it by ear, and it depends on the weather. I can't necessarily commit. It's possible, I can try, do this, and that way your actions and your words and your thoughts are more congruent, and you don't have to feel bad about overcommitted, flaking, canceled, and so on. And obviously this affects other people as well, because people will tend to mirror each other's behavior in relationships. So something simple that I wanted to share with you, and not to be too rigid in your planning, to be careful in the commitments that you make so that you don't have to cancel on yourself much. So what do you think about that? Do you think that I'm wrong, and that are you very much a planner and you plan along periods and distances ahead, and or do you tend to not to make too many plans but have goals and guidelines for yourself? It's good to have intentions and so on, but I'm just cautioning around saying being very rigid and inflexible, or having to cancel and break commitments either. You don't really want either of those things. So how are you? You planning too much, not enough, making too many commitments, not enough commitments? Most people make too many. Most people say, yeah, I can do it, when in reality they can't. So, no one's going to be perfect. Plans change, that's normal, but and it's good to be flexible and adaptable, not be a slave to your plans either. But if you're change plans too much, you're probably making too many. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Appreciate you and look forward to hearing what you have to say. Add to the discussion. Peace out. Much love, fam.